Once upon a time, there was a Zen monk who lived in a monastery in the mountains. One day, a student approached him and asked, "Master, what is the secret to your patience?" The monk replied, "My patience comes from waiting." The student was confused and asked, "Waiting for what?" The monk replied, "Just waiting." The student didn't understand, so the monk decided to teach him the art of waiting. The next day, the monk took the student on a long walk through the mountains. They walked for hours until they came across a beautiful lake. The monk sat down by the lake and told the student to do the same. They sat in silence for a few minutes, admiring the beauty of the lake. Then the monk said to the student, "Now we wait." The student was confused again and asked, "Wait for what?" The monk replied, "Just wait." So they waited. They waited for hours as the sun slowly set behind the mountains. They waited as the stars came out and the moon rose in the sky. They waited as the night grew colder and the wind picked up. The student grew restless and bored. He asked the monk if they could go back to the monastery. The monk replied, "We could, but then we would miss the sunrise." So they waited. They waited through the night until the first light of dawn appeared on the horizon. Finally, the monk stood up and said, "Look." The student looked out over the lake and saw the most beautiful sunrise he had ever seen. The sky was painted in shades of pink, orange, and yellow. The lake reflected the colors of the sky, creating a breathtaking scene. The monk turned to the student and said, "Do you see now?" The student replied, "I think so." The monk said, "What did you learn?" The student thought for a moment and said, "I learned that waiting can be difficult, but it can also be rewarding. By waiting, we can experience things we might otherwise miss." The monk smiled and said, "Yes, that's it. The art of waiting is the art of being present. When we wait, we are fully present in the moment. And when we are fully present, we can experience the beauty and wonder of life." The art of waiting can apply to many areas of our lives. Whether we're waiting in line at the grocery store, waiting for a friend to arrive, or waiting for a job offer, waiting can be a challenge, but it can also be an opportunity. When we wait, we can practice mindfulness and presence. We can observe our thoughts and feelings and learn to let go of impatience and frustration. For example, let's say you're waiting in line at the grocery store. Instead of getting annoyed at the slow cashier or the person in front of you with too many items, try taking a deep breath and observing your surroundings. Notice the colors and shapes of the products on the shelves. Listen to the sounds around you. Feel the texture of the shopping cart handle in your hand. By focusing on your senses, you can bring yourself into the present moment and let go of impatience. Or let's say you're waiting for a friend to arrive at a restaurant. Instead of checking your phone or getting lost in thought, try simply sitting and observing. Notice the people around you, the colors and textures of the furniture, the smells and sounds of the restaurant. By being present in the moment, you can cultivate a sense of calm and ease. Waiting can also be an opportunity to practice gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you're waiting for, try focusing on what you do have. Be grateful for the people and things in your life, and appreciate the moment you're in right now. By practicing the art of waiting, we can cultivate patience, presence, and gratitude. We can learn to appreciate the beauty and wonder of life, even in the midst of waiting. We hope you enjoyed this video on the art of waiting. If you found it helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, the Anything is Possible tribe, for more videos on mindfulness and Zen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.
Namaste.